Hey guys, my name is Landon Pemberton, and I work with THLN, and I'm here to talk to you about the Junior Advocacy Program. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and, well, like I said, my name is Landon Pemberton. I am 13 years old, I'm in 7th grade, and I have a dog named Chloe. I got Chloe from a dog breeder who said that she was not a full blood, so she would be put in a trash bag and be thrown into a river. So we immediately got the dog, and we rescued her. How I got involved in THLN was that I forget how old I was, but I was really young, and I was at my grandparents' picnic table, and I was playing with my friend Jacob, and I heard the gate open, and I wasn't very, it didn't matter to me very much, because I knew that my mom was gone, so she was coming home pretty soon. And so while I was playing with Jacob, I heard the gate open, and then, like they always do, my dog Venny and another dog Roxy went in to go greet whoever was opening the door. And it wasn't my mom. It was a officer who was checking here for a warrant at the wrong address. And Venny was a service dog. Venny was a really, just a really happy dog, and the police officer was scared at the time because he didn't know if the dog was trying to be aggressive or if he was just playing. And then the officer shot my dog Venny, and I didn't know what was happening. And then the bullet was very close to me. It was like 3 feet away from me, and that was hard because I had chemotherapy for 10 years, and I was fighting it for a while, and so when I realized that the bullet was 3 feet away from me, that was very scary, that I was fighting for my life for a while, and the fact that it could have been ended that fast was scary to me. And then Venny started walking up to me, and I was petting the dog because my favorite part about going to Grandma and Grandpa's is the fact that the dogs are always there. There's like a bunch of them. And so I saw Venny walking up to me, so I was like petting him, and then Venny fell, and I was confused. And then while I was petting Venny, I pet Venny's neck, and I lifted my hand, and there was blood in my hands. And I had no idea what was going on until my grandpa picked up Venny and put him in the car to go to the vet. And one other day is when we saw this movement, when me and my grandma and grandpa were driving down the road, we saw this movement on the side, and we were confused what it was, because we help animals all the time, so my grandpa, just to make sure that it wasn't an animal, we turned around and we checked, and it was two border collies chained up to the ground with 50-pound toe chains on their neck, surrounded, and they were bent down, so they couldn't move their neck or at all. They couldn't move their head, they couldn't move their neck, and I have no idea how long they were there for, but they were long enough for the fact that when we went to the vet and got the chains removed, it made indents in their necks. And we got them a home. After it didn't take that long, but after a while, after we rescued the border collies, we found people who would take good care of them, and there should be a picture on the screen right now of those two dogs with their family. They got to stay together, so that was really cool. Working with THLN was really good because I didn't really talk about what happened with Vinny that much, because I was really young. I was like 6 or 7, and I didn't know I didn't really know how to vent about that serious of a situation. And so when I went to a Senate hearing, I saw all these people talking about what happened with their dogs and other police officers. And so I stood up and I asked if I could talk about mine. And they said yes, and they were really polite. Like, immediately they were like, yeah, you can come. And when I was talking about it, they were so sincere, and it was very nice being able to talk to them, because they knew like how hard it was. They could already see how hard it was for me to even talk about that, because that was like one of the first times I talk about it in depth. And so now that I'm able to work with them is amazing, because now I can hear other people talk about that, and I could show my understanding to them. Well, I am really excited because I'm able to be helping more kids learning laws, and I can help them. I can help them understand that they're, even though there are just kids, some because stuff like this happens to more than just me, and I know that it happens a lot. So I wanted to help. So I wanted to help kids be able to understand how they can help and do what I did. And THLN is helping me do that. So if you join the Junior Advocate Program, and we can help you learn how to just state your mind and say everything that you want to say. And we want to help you know that even if you are young, I was like 7 or 8 years old when I stood up and I talked about what happened to me, and we're helping you know that even though you are kids, you can help a lot, and people will hear you, and what you say matters to them. And I just wanted to say that I know that it can be intimidating speaking to all of these like people who definitely know what they're doing, and I know that that can be intimidating because it was for me when I stood up there for the first time. But I just want you to know that you do need a lot of determination for this. You do need a lot of hard work for this, but it is also extremely fun because you meet these amazing people and these super nice people. And I have these notes right here, and so I'm sorry if I look away, but I wanted to all these notes are people that are just amazing, and I really wanted to thank them for helping us out. And so I wanted to thank Shelby, Cindy, and Mark, my grandma and my grandpa, Jana and Cole, Chief Minton, Senator Whitmire, and by the way, Senator Whitmire, I appreciate you for giving me that letter of recommendation. That was awesome. I appreciate that. There should be actually a picture of like the stuff that you gave me. I appreciate that. That was awesome. Thank you to Laura Windler, and thank you for all the reps who voted yes for House Bill 593. And thank you to T-Cole and Animal Control and anyone else I may have missed, but thank you the most to, and especially thank you to THLN for letting me be part of this amazing, cool group full of nice people, and I really appreciate you guys for letting me do this. And I wanted to say that when it comes to public schools, I 100% agree that this should be a part of public school, and like this should be taught to kids, because I've heard stories about kids who say this kind of stuff that is just not right, but they think it's fine. They need to learn that there are better ways to handle your dogs. I do go to school and teach animal safety. And I've heard not only have I seen some kids saying stuff like, well, if my dog gets into the trash, my dad usually just beats them with a belt so they know it's not good to do that, and so they learn their lesson. That's not how you handle that. And I've also heard from a story of my cousin, who is also on this video, and he's told me a story about how this kid says that if he sees a cat in a backyard and it's not his, he would just shoot it, which is the most, like, the worst thing I've ever heard anybody say. And I think there's no way to put that in words on how I felt after Alex told me that that's what he has seen, and that's what he has heard from other kids in his school, which I'm homeschooled, so I know that it won't, the school thing won't change what I'm learning, but I'm still learning all of this anyways. And I wanted to just, again, just move on the point that this should be definitely taught in schools, and it would mean a lot if, like, kids started learning that this is not right. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you to THLN for doing this. You guys are awesome.